Hello, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Hope you're well, hope you're great. So, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make fermented carrots and ginger. For this recipe, all you need is ginger, sea salt, and carrots. As you can see here, I've already peeled my carrots. So now I'm gonna go ahead to begin grating the carrots. This is gonna take a while and I need to take extra care not to grate my fingers. By the way, if you've got a food processor, I would highly recommend you use it because it's gonna save you a lot of time. While I'm grating the carrots, I'm gonna tell you a bit about fermented carrots. Like I said in my fermented cabbage video, if you haven't watched it, I'm gonna link it somewhere in this video so you can watch that later. The fermented carrots and ginger is also done by lacto-fermentation. And lacto-fermentation is a process whereby a certain type of bacteria known as lactobacillus breaks down the sugar in foods, in this case vegetables, and forms lactic acid. And salt plays a great role in the fermentation process as well. I know that what I've just said about bacteria might be a bit scary, but don't worry at all. These bacteria actually exist in our guts. So to cut things short, fermented foods are very good for our gut health. A fun fact is that lactobacillus is actually what's responsible for the sour taste we get from our fermented vegetable. It's also found in yogurt, which is why yogurts are typically sour. Now that I'm done grating the carrots, I'm gonna set it aside and grate the ginger. This is what the grated carrots look like. Now I'm gonna start grating the ginger. This ginger has stringy fibers, but it smells so good. I'm gonna put that in a plate and clean up the mess I've made on the countertop. Now that I'm done with the ginger, it's time to mix everything together. Now, this is my grated carrots, grated ginger, and salt. By the way, I'm using 5 cups of carrots, 1 medium-sized ginger, and a tablespoon of sea salt. As always, before you begin, make sure your hands are washed because we don't want to contaminate the vegetables. Now, I'm gonna add the ginger to the carrots, then add the salt to it and mix everything together. I'm not gonna add water to it. I'm gonna keep massaging the grated vegetables and eventually the carrots will start producing some juice, which is important for the fermentation process. I'm gonna keep massaging the carrots and ginger until I get the desired quantity of juice for the fermentation. As you can see, the carrot has produced enough juice, so I'm gonna stop massaging it and prepare to transfer it into a jar. Before I proceed, An important thing to note is that you'll need a fermentation weight so as to keep the carrots and ginger under the brine. Also, make sure that your fermentation weights are clean and is made of glass or ceramic. It's also highly advisable to use a wide mouth jar so that the weights can easily fit in. Now I'm going to start transferring the carrots into the jar. If you've got a funnel, I would highly recommend you use it. Now I'm going to push down the carrots to get the air out and to further submerge the carrots in the brine. Now that I've filled the jar to my satisfaction, I'm going to put in the fermentation weights. Then I'm going to clean up the jar and screw on the lid. I'm going to repeat the same process for the second jar. Now that everything is done, I'm going to leave this outside on a shelf for a week. So I'm going to check back in a week and see how it tastes. This is after a week of fermentation. Now let's open up the jar and take out the weights. Now I'm going to scoop out a little and have a taste. It tasted so good. There was a nice balance between the sweetness from the carrots and the sourness from the fermentation. So, if you've enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and I guess I'll see you in my next one. Bye!